Good morning, happy bank holiday Monday. It's 27th of May, so it's the first day of the big new training block and we're riding to a cafe and back for cake. I'm not having cake. Liz.
I might do. I've only just had my breakfast there.
Okay, but it's probably going to have cake. You'll notice we are all wearing my kit, yay! So Liz didn't bring any sort of windproof with her and it's a bit fresh this morning, so she's got my nice snug little gilet on her. So yeah, nice steady ride to the cafe. I'm going to do some training later on today, I think. So it's about 10 miles each way, and the club that we ride with, South Normanton, are actually riding to that cafe, albeit from a lot further away than we are. So see you soon. Good evening, Monday evening. So I just jumped on Zwift, did a quick Zwift race. I'm really glad all the proper bike riders are out doing real races and I'm just in the garage. So it's 40 minutes, 335 watt average. I think the normalised power will be a bit higher than that. I'm pretty sure I hit a new like 30-second power PB, but I'll look at that in a bit. Just a real good workout. I wouldn't have got on here and done such an intense sort of interval session without this Zwift race. It's absolutely awesome. It was on a flat route, Greater London flat, if anybody knows it. There's only a couple of little bumps in it, but all it means is that the flat bit is easy, so sort of like a tempo power to stay in the group, but then the short hills are something else. People are dropping like 10, 12 watts per kilo like a sprint up the hills, and I just haven't got that, so I ended up 12th out of about, well, 12th out of 17 A riders, but it was about 17 total, Bs and whatever, wrong groups, whatever. But yeah, awesome workout. Whew. Hope the rest of the week continues like this. Oh, good evening. Tuesday evening, on the watt bike. So, pants weather outside, so it's always good to get a session in when I think that other people perhaps have missed one. Double points. So, we're just on a 20-minute sweet spot effort, 332 watts. It's been a while since I've done one of them, so went out a bit cautious. I felt okay, to be honest. I'm going to try and do another one in a minute, just a 5 minutes easy spinning. Try and squeeze another one out. And then I'm going to try a little run off the bike, just to test the calves. Nothing special, just a real steady, maybe 2 mile run or something. In the new trainers, just to sort of see how they are a bit quicker running rather than running with Liz. So it's all just testing. I'll just find out if I can still run or not. Whew. See you on the other side. Oh, second one done, 336 watts, so a few watts higher. That was sort of manageably hard. I think it was more mentally tough than it was physically, but it's still physically tough. Oh, I don't know what my heart rate was, so I've lost my heart rate monitor. I'll have to get one in a few days if I don't find it. Right, time to have a 5 minute little spin down and chuck the trainers on. Oh, that's run done and dusted. So I did a whole 10 minutes, 1.3 miles, so 7 40-minute miling. Wasn't that steady really. Just having a sort of 2 or 3 minute walk, cool down. New trainers feel good. Calves feel absolutely fine, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I don't want to go too hard too soon, so I'm making sure I'm warming down now. I'm going to have a good stretching session when I get back, so hopefully get a decent run in tomorrow lunchtime. Not a bad brick session for a Tuesday night. Slowly catching monkey. Got about 3 or 4 hours to do on top of that in a few weeks' time. But there you go. Catch you later. Good evening, Wednesday evening. So did 5 and a bit miles at lunchtime, nice and steady, just over 8 minute miling. Quite an undulating route. Wore my new trainers and the calves are absolutely fine, so I'm so buzzing. I'm still keeping on top of the stretching, foam rolling, etc. But if I can continue like I am, I'm just going to ease into it over the next week or so. Hopefully I'll be able to get at least 5 or 6 weeks solid training in running wise. So I was going to do a time trial tonight. There's an 11-mile time trial quite close to where I live, but the weather is pants, so I'm on Zwift instead. Just going to do a race around Innsbruck Ring. It's quite a short lap, about 8k, 4 laps off, so 32k. It's quite a long race actually. 16:30. Oh, okay, maybe 45 minutes of racing. See how it goes. Bye. Oh, I can taste my tea, that's for sure. That's a good workout. So probably see from the graph that green and blue's easy, red's obviously really hard. It was quite cruisy in between the little climb, and then on the climb it just kicked off every time. And I just didn't have that top end sort of 700-800 watts. I was holding maybe 450-ish for a minute or so. I don't know. But no, excellent workout. 53 minutes on the clock, so I'm just going to warm down up to an hour, and that's it, job done. Whew, on to the next one. Good evening, Thursday evening. It's out for a ride with the lads. I did 4 miles this morning running, just nice and steady, felt okay, calves okay. Been a bit tired tonight on the bike if I'm honest, but it's good to be out. Oh man, just going flat out up a climb, attacking a segment, 25 seconds behind the KOM, and it's only like 5 minutes long. Absolute mile behind. So we're an hour and a quarter in, my normalised power is 303 watts, so it's fairly tasty tonight. I need to have an easier day tomorrow because Saturday is a 100-mile team time trial, so about 8 miles to go, nice tailwind, so I think I'm going to take it a bit easier from here on in. What a night to be out there, absolutely awesome. What does it, the Who What Bike team say? People's Republic of Barbados. Excellent. Whew, another solid ride in the books. I wouldn't have done that on my own or on Zwift or anything, so it's good to get out with a group. 1 hour 47, just over 30 miles. Average speed 17 miles an hour, maximum 42.5. There's a real steep downhill we went down. Normalised power 290 watts. That was fairly intensive. Training stress score of 114. So yeah, a good few days on the bike. I'm going to take tomorrow, so Friday, is a bit of a recovery day, so I'll probably get a steady run in at lunchtime, and then Liz wants to go out for an hour on the bike tomorrow evening. That doesn't sound much like a recovery day, does it? Liz had better go easy on me. Catch you later. Good evening, Friday evening. Just out for a little ride with Liz tonight. I think this is a sight that I'm going to get used to seeing if she continues the way she's going. So we're only doing 16, 17 miles. But there's one decent climb in it. Oxton Bank, it's on the Outlaw Half course. I said to her, how are you going to pace it tonight now you know the climb? She said I was going to go a bit harder. I was like, okay, see you later. So I'm doing 100 miles in the morning, so I'm taking it easy. But as you can probably tell, it's not that easy at this climb. She's going for it. Good work, go on, go to those signs. Well done. How was that?
Hard work.
Think you PB'd?
I hope so.
I'm sure you have. Now Liz, we've cocked up here because we've gone out into a tailwind and now we're going to have a headwind home, so you're going to have tired legs dragging me along, so I'm racing tomorrow.
Oh dear.
You've got to protect your...
I don't take turns on the front, sorry.
Lovely ride tonight, absolutely lovely. Good morning, so Saturday morning, not doing a park run today, doing a 100-mile ride / team time trial with Dean and Matt from the cycling club. So it's going to be pretty painful. However, I'm sat in a massive queue to get in a car park. It's now 7:08 and we're supposed to start at 7:30, and I do need to visit Portaloos first, so whether that'll be happening or not, I don't know. Let's rock and roll, see you later. Good morning, happy Sunday. So I didn't pick the camera up yesterday after the 100-mile time trial, so I'll just give you a bit of a run through. It was hard, it was really bloody hard. Got to about 60 or 70 miles and my upper body was broken. Couldn't hold the TT position very much. My legs were absolutely killing. It was tough. A lad one of the lads I was with is so strong. He'd raced on a Friday night, but he was still absolutely incredible. In the last 10 miles, I'd faded pretty bad, and another chap we were with was, struggling as well. And we sat behind this one lad, and I came around to take a turn, and he said, "Don't worry about it. I can hold this to the finish." And I was like, "Oh no, we can hold this to the finish." He said, "Just give me a 1 minute turn in a few miles so I can have a stretch and I'll lead us in." I was like, okay. So I sat on, did my best to hang on to his wheel, and then did 1 minute turn in the last 10 miles and then just sat on for the rest of it. But we ended up finishing in 4:15, so I think it was like 23.8 miles an hour or something, so pretty happy with that. The course is pretty winding, there's a lot of stop starting at traffic lights and stuff, so real good. Obviously my legs have been better, if I'm honest. I did a bit of stretching last night, a bit of foam rolling, but not amazing. So where am I now? Race day. So we're at Coolford School, which is a school in Suffolk. This is local to where I used to live, so we've come down to do a little sprint triathlon. So for those who are Tri-Size super fans, Tri-Size here, he's racing head to head, first one of the year for me and him to race each other. We do this race every year for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's only a little local sprint try, but we take it a bit serious and we give it everything, so should be good. 300 metre swim, 20k on the bike, and then about a 4k run, so should be interesting. Obviously there's transition. I've just walked from the pool to transition. You go out on the bike up there, and then we run out around here and do 2 little laps on the run, so should be a good old day. It's going to be about 25 degrees, it's going to be bloody warm, but yeah, should be a good day. Catch you later. back by popular demand. It's Tri-Si.
Defeated Tri-Si.
Licking his wounds from a lot of sprint race we've done today.
Yeah.
Tough day out, Simon, eh?
It was tough, yeah. Couldn't really get the legs going on the run today for some reason.
So, obviously being a staggered start sprint try, I started in front of Simon, and so he was behind me on the run, but I couldn't work out if he was ahead of me or behind me, but no, it was good, wasn't it?
It was a good race, yeah, good local event. Both
I got a third overall, and Simon got his age group. I won't say what age he is because he's quite old. I was beat by second place by 5 seconds, so there's nothing I could have done. I felt a bit tired yesterday, but I could have gone swimming. All right, fair point.
That does help.
I PB'd in the swim, 5:05. Yeah.
In triathlon, people do train to swim.
Yeah. The bike was all right, just felt a bit knackered, and the run was okay, but it's a good little hit out, wasn't it?
It was great. Yeah. Charlotte picked
up. Yeah. Charlotte got
third
female overall, and it was a very strong field as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah,
there was 4 ladies in it.
No, but it was very close together, wasn't it? Was
my
it
husband's lovely.
between first and third? There was what, 40
Hang
seconds?
on, did I get an overall prize in
Yeah.
age?
There you go. Yeah.
Up against young guns.
Anyway, Tri-Si's now doing his real skill this afternoon, which is barbecuing. So
I'm good at that. I'm good at eating.
Yeah.
Eating meat.
Look forward to that.
Quite well.
So I'll catch you later. Good evening, Sunday evening. So just reflecting on today's race, thought I'd give you a bit more detail about how it went. So the swim, I actually PB'd in the swim. I don't deserve that at all, but you know, it is what it is. I swam pretty hard, to be honest. I did 5:05 for 300 metres. I think it was actually about 5:02 swimming wise. The time match just outside the swimming pool door, so maybe 5 minutes flat, I don't know. In fact, call it 4:59. Yeah, great. And then the bike, I was quicker than last year by about 30 seconds, but I was well down on what power I can hold. I averaged 287 watts, and that's only like 10 watts more than I did at Outlaw for 2 and a bit hours. So, you know, it wasn't there, but I've got 100 miles in the legs yesterday on the TT bike, so to be expected. My laps actually started off slowest and then went quicker and quicker. My last one was the fastest by about 30 seconds, so I struggled to get my heart rate down. Once it was down, I was able to get the power down a bit easier. The run was good. It was hard. It was only 14 minutes. It was only like 4k run, but God, it was hard. My splits was I think 6:16 and 6:17 minute miles, so absolutely fine with that. I would have liked to go on quicker, but so be it. I think I mentioned earlier I was only 5 seconds behind second, so you start picking at your race. And my transitions were pretty much spot on. I couldn't really go any quicker. My T1 and T2 are both pretty up there with the fastest ones of the day. So it's just a swim, bike, run I need to work on. So I got beat by the lad who won the race overall. His name's Patrick, if you're watching, hi. Thanks for beating me. So he is also doing the Outlaw Full and Ironman Wales, the same race as I'm doing. I hope to God that he doesn't want to qualify for Kona. But you know what, if he does, then so be it. But what this has done today is give me a massive kick up the arse. I've got 6 weeks of training left before Outlaw Full, so I need to pull my finger out and absolutely get on it. I need to work on the swim, I need to work on the bike. I know I've got good power, but I need to hone it in on a TT position. I wasn't even comfy today for half an hour in the aero bars, so I need to work that out and get comfier. It's useless having good legs and a good bike, but not being able to actually put the two together. Running wise, just need to get some more miles in the legs and build the distance up. So here we go, 6 weeks. Let's hit it. Thank you very much for watching. As always, my Strava's down below. All my data is in there. I'll also leave a link to my Instagram as well. So thank you very much for all the comments from Outlaw and from my recent training. I do really appreciate it. The next 6 weeks, hopefully, I'll capture as much footage as I can and talk you through the sessions I'm doing. But I'll talk through my focuses in the next few days. But I'm hoping to give it as much welly as I can. So I'll catch you later.